I want to tell you about the first time I ever flew in a glider. I was finishing up school and I was getting ready to move down for my first job down in Tucson, Arizona. I'd never been there. I didn't know anybody. But one of my goals was when I got here to Tucson was I knew that I wanted to start flying. And so I looked on the internet and I found the Tucson Soaring Club. I knew I wanted to fly gliders because I couldn't imagine there's any way that anyone could be more in tune, more at one with the air and the weather and the aircraft than flying like a bird. And so I knew that I wanted to fly gliders. So before I even come down to Tucson, I knew that I wanted to join the Tucson Soaring Club. So on a day when I knew that they were operating, I looked on their website and saw what the operating hours, which days of the week they were open and when. And I decided to just hop in my car and I just drive on out there. Came out to El Tiro Glider Port, which is an old World War II strip, and they were operating just as they said they were, and you had gliders silently flying through the air, coming in and landing, and it was incredible. I parked my car, got out, just started taking a look around, and I was met by John Rader, a longtime member of the Tucson Soaring Club. He introduced himself. He showed me around the facilities, told me all about gliding and everything he knew, and he also invited me up to take a ride with him. Of course, no charge. And so this was my lucky day. I was going to get to ride in a glider for the first time. I hopped in a Grobe 103 and strapped in. He showed me what to do, what not to do, and we took off. I could see right on either side, outside the canopy. I could see straight, almost, it felt like I could see straight down to the ground. Felt like I was on a motorcycle, and that I could, as we turned and banked, I felt I could see right down to the ground on either side of me. And I was like, oh my goodness, I knew I was strapped in. I knew the canopy was down and securely locked, and I knew we weren't, we were flying right side up, but I felt like I was looking over the edge, down off of a giant skyscraper, down to the ground. But at the same time, I saw the way that the aircraft moved through the sky. I saw the way that John piloted it smoothly, first when we were getting towed behind the tow plane, and then once we released, I saw how well we just soared through the air like a bird. And well, I still had those feelings of being nervous and being able to look down and see the ground. I was totally hooked because I said to myself, this is something I want to be able to do. This is the kind of flying I want to be able to master. And so we flew through the air, came in, he returned exactly back to right where we'd started, landed down softly, touched down, and I told him, that I was very grateful for it, and I was very interested in joining the club. He gave me the information I needed, and now almost 20 years later, I'm still flying gliders, still enjoying it. And that's what it's like that's what a lot of people's experience is when they go out to a glider club. They meet people who've been doing it for years. They see what it's like firsthand. I've offered many people who've just come out a ride, to just hop in the glider and let's go for a ride. see if you like it, see what it's like. You came all this way out here, why don't we show it to you? And that's one of the things I love most about gliding is the welcoming community, the people who are encouraging and will share their talents and their time and let you know um, what you can expect. They'll show you what it's like, and they'll take the time to explain it. That's probably my favorite thing about soaring is, you know, not only is it amazing experience, but it's also an amazing group of people. And I say that flying is magic, and it just feels that way. It really just feels like flying is a magical experience that we get to participate in now, where we can hop in a glider. There's glider clubs all over the country where you can hop in a glider and you can just go for a flight and you're flying like a bird. And you can learn to master this machine and feel that great sense of accomplishment of soaring with birds or being able to control it precisely and then land right back where you started from safely and precisely. And it's something that I found just immensely rewarding. I think it's the best way to get into flying. No matter the age, whether you're a teenager, whether you're retired, doesn't matter. We've got people in clubs across America of all ages, and they're all flying and getting to experience that magic of flight. And thanks to that good, positive experience with John Rader at the Tucson Soaring Club almost 20 years ago, it has helped. It has helped me reach personal goals, and as a professional pilot, it's helped me become the pilot that I am now today. And so I am really grateful for those positive experiences and for the welcoming of how welcoming the glider community really is for people to come to learn and to grow, whatever level or stage that you're at, regardless if you've ever flown in a small aircraft or even flown in any aircraft at all the way to professional pilots. It's just so welcoming to those who want to learn and participate and grow and contribute. And that's part of the reason why I want to share that with other people, because more people need to know this secret that flying is magic, and we have these wonderful glider clubs all across the nation and all across the world. So let me know what your first experience was at your glider club or just visiting a glider club down below. And hopefully we can share with more people just how magical the experience of gliding